Hi everyone, this is Nitesh Kumar Pandey. In today's video, I'm going to make a program which will solve a problem of segregate 0 and 1 in array. Okay, so without wasting any time, I'm just going to open Visual Studio Code. There I will write code, then I will execute the same code, and then I will write comment for each logic, each part, so that you can understand this video in one go and you will learn this program in one go in one video only. Okay, so without wasting time, you just have to open this Visual Studio Code, and then you have to start the practice with me. And if you don't have, then you open online Java compiler and start the practice these things there. Okay, so now I'm going to write here. So you should aware first what is the problem we are going to solve in this. So I'm going to explain the problem statement, then I will write code, and I will explain the way, which way we are going to use to execute the problem. Okay, so I need to write here segregate 0 and 1 dot java. Okay, so I need to write here first problem statement. Okay, so here, so problem statement is if user will enter input row 5, I said. Okay, and array is equals to array in array number of element is 0 1 1 0 1. Okay, so I have entered here 2 0 and 3 1. Okay, so when we are going to apply this logics, okay, then our result should be like this. Result array should be, okay, result array should be 0 0 1 1 1. Okay, so this should be going to our result. Okay, so this program is known as segregate 0 and 1 in array. Okay, so to take user input, I'm going to use the logic or way. I'm going to count the number of element. Okay, I'm going to count the frequency of element of the array. Means I'm going to count the number of zeros, how many times it came in the array, and then I will do not need to count the number of element, another element like 1. Okay, because two number is present in the array, 0 and 1. Okay, we have, when I count the uh, frequency of 0, means remaining element will be the count of what, 1. Okay, then we, when we are, then after that, when we will rearrange the array, okay, then we need to store first 0 from 0 till how many count it came. Okay, and then we will arrange the number of uh, element 1. Okay, we will arrange the second element, that is 1, in next part. Okay, after storing 0 in first. Okay, so I need to write here import java dot util dot scanner. Okay, this is the scanner class which will use to take user input. Okay, and then here I need to write psbm, that is main method of this program. This is the main method of the java program, and then we need to write object for the scanner class. So I need to write here scanner sc is equals to new scanner system dot in, then I am going to write here enter number of rows. Okay, not number of rows, what are we doing here, enter size of the array, size of the array. Okay, we are storing the size of the array, okay, in variable n sc dot next int. Okay guys, and now I'm going to declare an array of size n. Int n is equals to int arr is equals to new int n, and then I'm going to ask to user to enter n number of element for the array. So I need to write here shout enter n element for the array. Okay, here I need to give a space. Okay, and then after asking the user, I need to write here for loop to take all element in consequences. Okay, so I need to write here for int for int I is equals to 0, I less than equal to n, and then not equal to, because I have already started from 0. Okay, and then I plus plus. Here I need to write error of I is equals to sc dot next int. Okay, and then I need to write here I have already taken the size and an element, and now I need to write here logic for the segregate. Okay, I need to count, I need to store int count is equals to number of zeros. Okay, number of zeros. Okay, I have initial declare here count, which will I have I have initialized count with zeros. Okay, and we will traverse the all element of the array, and we will count how many times 0 came in the array. Okay, and then we will store the count in the count variable. Okay, in this count variable. So I need to write here for loop to traverse the array for int I is equals to 0 and I less than n, and then I plus plus, and here I am writing if condition, if arr of I is equal to 0, then we need to increase count by 1. Okay, we need to, when arr of I is equal to 0, then we need to increase count by 1. Okay, and after that I have already in I have already count the number of 0 came in the array. Then I need to rearrange the array. So I need to write here rearrange code for int I is equals to 0, and I need to initialize 0 first, and then I need to initialize 0 first, then after that we need to arrange 1, which will remaining element, which is going to be remaining element. Okay, so I need to write here for int I is equals to 0 till I less than count. Okay, and then I plus plus, and then here I need to write error of I Okay, I need to write shout what error of I. Okay, print with one space. After that, I need to store here for int I is equals to count to I less than n I plus plus. See, I have already initialized I 0 to count, okay, with 0, okay, and remaining element from count to n is going to be stored. What is going to be stored here? What is going to store here? Here it is going to store 0. Error of I is going to be 0, and here error of I is going to store 1, okay, and then after that sc after that printing the result array, okay, and then I need to write here for int I is equals to 0, I less than n, and then I plus plus, and then I need to write error of shout error of I with one space, okay, and then here I need to write sc dot close, and then here I need to write here what a message which will show the result text. So I need to write here, here is the here is the here is the what here is the segregate segregate segregated array. Now I'm going to run it, and then I will write the comment part, okay guys, it is coming, don't worry. Enter size of the array, I'm entering 5. Enter, it is asking to enter 5 element, I am writing this element only, 0 1 1 0, control B, and then you can see here is the segregated array 0 0 1 1 1, okay. So our code is working perfectly, guys. Now I'm going to execute it once, okay. Size of the array I'm entering 10, and now I need to enter here 10 element 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 1. How many element I have entered? 3 3 6 plus 1 7 3 3 6 1 7 10 10 0 0, then 0. You can see this is the going to be our result. I have entered here 4 5 element, 5 times 0. So you can see here 0, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, and remaining 5 is going to be count of 1. Okay, frequency of 1. Now guys, this is the scanner class. To take user input, you already know to take user input. Okay, this is the main method. Okay, and this is the no, this is not main method. This is main method. This is what? This is file name. There our code is going to save and to save. Okay, and this is object creation for the scanner class, and then user input for size. Okay, and this is declaration of array of size n. Okay, and then taking element of the array array order wise. Okay, and then this is the logic for the segregate. Okay, we are counting the number of frequency, counting counting frequency of the element of the array and arranging it accordingly. Okay. Arranging it accordingly means we means mean if I count means means if I count number of 0, 5 and then remaining element will be n minus z number of 0 count. Okay, and then the remaining element will be n minus z is going to count of 1. So we need not to count separately. Okay, and when and when we are when we are rearranging it, we are assigning 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 0 first till its count. Then we are assigning 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 till remaining part. remaining count till remaining till rem, till n. Okay, this is the our approach. Okay, approach. Okay, arranging 0 from n, sorry, from 1, from 0 to count of 0. Okay, from 0 to count of 0, or this is going to frequency of 0. Okay, and and from 0, from frequency from frequency of 0 to n, we are assigning assign, assigning 1. From frequency of 0 to n, we are assigning 1. Okay, and then we are printing. This is the closing of scanner class object to avoid resource leak leak and free the memory. Okay, guys, so this is the our code and explanation and the execution things, and I have already write comment and the approach also. We are counting the number of frequency, we are counting the frequency of element, and according to frequency we are rearranging the array, and then we are printing it, just these things only. Okay, uh, you already know how to take user input and how to print the array. You just have to focus the arranging of the element. So I have already explained it. You have to count the frequency of element that is present in the array, like 0, how many times 0 came, how many times 1 came, and then you have to just arrange the 0 and 1. First you have to arrange, assign 0 in the array. Okay, uh, from I to n of noz, matlab number of frequency of 0, and then from number of noz means number of 0 or count of 0, from till end till n, you have to assign 1. Okay, thank you everyone, have a nice day. And if you are feeling something um, low in the video, then just comment it and just be with me. I will provide here only everything about TSA in Java. Okay, so you just have to have something, some patience. Okay, thank you, have a nice day. And just you have to do dry run and do practice, and you have to revise the previous things, and you have to suggest me and you have to support me. Okay, so uh, don't worry, I will all modify, I will try to give the best approach, or give best result or best things from my side. You just have to support me. Thank you, have a nice day, bye.